Hey traders and investors, it's Serge Berger here. Today I need to have a look at the Russell 2000 and let you guys know what I'm seeing here. All important small cap index, which is a much better index of the U.S. economy or better indicator for the U.S. stock market and thus a reflection of the U.S. economy, I should say. So first of all, let's understand the Russell 2000, obviously like everything else, had a very sharp melt up off of those early 2016 lows. And that has now basically moved this index back into a whole bunch of resistance, which is not only made up of this broader area of or band of resistance here in blue, which is basically where we have a lot of price history in 2015, but also coincides roughly with the 200-day moving average. We're marginally above there. That's not too surprising because we tend to see squeezes above that moving average in the Russell 2000 or below on sell-offs. We're very overbought here from a momentum perspective. We have been for, let's call it a month and a half plus. And that ultimately is probably not going to fare too well. At least not. It's most likely going to keep the Russell somewhat capped here for the intermediate term. I do think ultimately this rising wedge formation should see another retest lower in the Russell 2000. Now to put this in relative terms, what you can see is that the Russell 2000, and I made a basic ratio chart of the Russell 2000 versus the S&P 500. So we did a real basic ratio chart taking the Russell 2000, dividing by the S&P, and you can see we're starting to come, even though we've had a lot of relative strength, we're starting to certainly approach a bigger relative area of resistance that I do think ultimately will be quite difficult to overcome, at least with this type of momentum. So I would suspect some sort of pullback here also in relative terms. So again, keep in mind the Russell 2000 here likely very overbought, and it's going to be very difficult to see the S&P continue to rally in the broader market in that sense if the Russell 2000 starts getting exhausted and starts pushing lower. So that's it for today. Just a quick one. Hope this makes sense, guys. Please give us a like on the video. That would really help me to move in the YouTube ranks. Other than that, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.